Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I think my mic is on because I can see her smiling in the background. I'm talking about my guest today, the one and only. She's a rapper, singer. She's a creator. Let's put it that way. She's a creator. She called herself the real bride of 757. I got to put a picture up there because she got so many talents, so many gifts. I'm going to go ahead and bring on so she can talk about herself, because if I talk about her, I might say the wrong thing and everybody be blaming me. Hey, the bride is here. How you doing?
Hey, everybody. How are you guys?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Hey,
Yeah.
Captain 85.
No doubt. It's a great pleasure to have you on the show today. Like I've been trying to get you here. I know you got a busy schedule. When you're a celebrity and a star, and getting booked everywhere, I just got to fit in where I can get in. You
Ah,
know.
oh, well, the pleasure is all mine. I'm
Yes.
definitely excited to be a part of your show today. So thank
Yeah,
you so
I
much for
really.
having me.
No, the pleasure is
And
all.
shout out to my dog, Tiffany, Captain 85. You can't forget about Tiffany.
Oh, it's Tiffany. Okay, because I was getting ready to say.
Yes,
I
her
know.
government is Tiffany.
Oh, she got a social security card number too, huh?
Oh, yeah. She got a big bank account, too.
Hey, oh, hello. I better. She ain't looking for no. She ain't looking for a man. I mean, Oh,
Absolutely not. We're
uh,
we're on our independent, we're independent ladies, women, and like
okay.
shout out to all the independent women. Like if you
Yeah.
getting your own money, yeah.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. If you're getting that bag, you got to be. Sometimes you got to be independent, because if not, you know how these cats are out here in the street. Well, they just want to get the bag and make a dash like they Rudolph. You know,
Right. Right.
where's he at with my car, with my credit card, and I've been standing out here an hour and a half. You know how they do. So, you
Yeah.
know, keep on the locks.
Oh,
Keep
absolutely. But
on.
yes, thank you so
Look,
much for having us.
yes, she gonna do any talking today?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because she got to get paid to talk. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You got to train right. You
Right.
got
She
to.
got to see some Benjamins and she'll
Yeah,
start talking.
ain't no doubt about it. Why don't you tell people a little bit about yourself, and I'll play a little snippet of your music, so I won't get any complaints from Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all those places. But go ahead and tell people a little bit about yourself and how you come up with that unique name, the Bride of the 757.
Well, yes, thank you so much. I am the real bride 757. I'm actually from Norfolk, the 757
Mhm.
area. Shout out to VA. Shout out to, the seven cities. I love VA. I'm VA till I die.
No doubt.
Um, so with the name bride actually is an acronym for bride. Bride actually stands for better run, I
Oh,
dominate everything.
oh,
Better run, I dominate everything. So that's the acronym for bride.
yeah.
And that acronym, the meaning of it is exactly what I said. When I first came out 4 years ago, as bride,
Hmm.
I give my all performances, videos, podcasts, radio talk. I give it my all. So I've created a bridal gang, and bridal gang is everyone who supports bride.
Okay.
So shout out bridal gang, because without bridal gang, I wouldn't be here and have gotten as far as I've gotten. Without bridal gang, they come out, they support me, they motivate me, they send me stuff about Tiffany and Chucky all the time, and I get
Hmm.
so much love when I'm out in the public. I've traveled. It's just been an amazing journey. But the real bride 757, you know, I'm different. And I hope you guys, the newcomers, I hope you guys will join me in this journey, and we're gonna make it to the top.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's the reason why I have you here, because to me, we have a lot of talent in the 757,
Absolutely.
and
No
and
question.
two up and two down VA, 804,
Yeah.
and especially the local area. And to me, because I've been a DJ for 50 years, and ever since I've been a DJ, I always try to support the local artists.
Oh,
And
so important.
yeah,
And shout out to you, 50 years. Shout out to you, CAPTAIN85.
yeah, well, I try not to show my age. That's why I wear the beard.
Okay.
Because if I don't wear the beard, then I look a little younger.
Oh
But
yeah.
I don't want people. When I started going to college, I didn't want to be talking to some. Because everybody, younger ladies are there going to college, and I started about 60. I started about 60 something when I went to college. And I'm like, I ain't want people thinking like, oh, he's over here flirting with the young girls and this and that and blah, blah. No, 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 no. I'm strictly business. I'm strictly business. You know, and I would always get in. My people would ask me, my teachers or professors, like, "You never talk." I said, "Well, I do talk when I ask questions, but I don't just, like college people. They talking while they in class, and they encourage it. The
Yeah.
professors them encourage that engagement. But to me, is not at $70,000.
Yeah.
I'm not talking unless I'm asking a question. They were like, "You never talk. You're not sociable." Yes, I am. When I'm walking across the campus trying to get to the next class, or I do a talk show, and then I become, you know. But to me, you know, with the younger generation, the and middle school, it's like they are not teaching them that they shouldn't be talking when the teacher's talking. Have a cell phone while you in class trying to have get knowledge, because the teacher don't have but so much time, 30 or 40 or 45 minutes to give you some information, give you your criteria, what she need for you to do before you change classes, or you might be in the class all day if you're in elementary. So when I was in elementary, they took me out to third grade, put me in a special education class, because
Wow.
they told me I didn't know how to read. I said, "Oh, well, mm." My mom and dad, they were sharecroppers, and my mom only had a second grade education, no, a third grade education, and my father had a second grade education. So I'm trying to figure out, and my younger sisters and brother I was the oldest at the time because all my older brothers and sisters had left, and I'm like, well, who's supposed to teach me? Only thing I learned when I was in elementary is, I mean, in the classes is, here come Tom. Hey, Tom, have you seen Dick? No, I think he might be with Sally. Well, here comes Sally and Jane. Oh, here comes Spot. Run, Spot, run. This is what I learned for almost 2 years. I can almost repeat the whole books.
Oh
With
wow. And what
with
so what college did you go to?
Oh, when I decided to go to college, I went to Tidewater Community College for over two years. But I tell people, I take a lot of courses at one time. I take a full load of
Oh yeah. Well, shout out to
classes.
TCC. Yeah,
Yeah,
I took a
and
couple of classes there also. So shout out to TCC.
yeah, yeah, yeah. TCC have it going on. I got a scholarship there. When I was when I and then I was on the dean list the first semester. Uh, but I keep telling people, I'm always learning because I read and I study things and I study people. That's why I don't do talking when I'm in a crowd or something, because I'm listening to see, is that interesting? Is that the truth? Let me go home and research that and see how much of that is, what it is. And then I
Yeah.
transferred to Old Dominion. So, but
Oh, shout out to
nevertheless,
ODU. I
yeah,
went to NSU, so any Spartans in the house, behold.
yeah. I tried to get there, but when I was doing the summer, because like I said, I take classes all through the semester. So when I went to register, it was like nobody was at Norfolk State. And one of my professors, one of my teachers from or the community college, he said, "Look, I just got my professorship, and I'd like for you to come take continue your, because I'm a photographer and a fine arts major." He said, "I'd like for you to continue your photography over there, and under me, because you're real good and stuff." And I said, "Okay, I'll try." But then when they had the people come, another guy came from Norfolk State. He said, "Look, I just came back from Africa, man. The way you paint, You can get paid. You go to Africa and study for a year. Oh, they're gonna pay you. I'm like, I ain't trying to get all of that. But nevertheless, like I said, it's a journey and an adventure. So I always looked at when I'm doing something, it's the creativity. You're very creative.
Thank you.
You got a doll, and you got her on payroll, and and you got her with you, so you don't let out your sight. So
That's
either
right.
way,
Tiffany and I are always together. We are
mhm,
bridal game. Yes, we
oh,
are always together,
uh-huh.
and you won't see one without the other. So
That's good. That's what I'm talking about. Keep a tight leash on her because she, these people out here in the streets, they start talking to her, next thing you know, she'll be gone.
yeah, but everybody knows, when you see Brad, you definitely will see her. So we've
No doubt.
traveled together. We've been everywhere. Airplanes, you name it. Bus,
Oh,
we've been everywhere.
did you mention airplanes? Do you have to pay for her seat?
Ah, no.
Oh,
No, I don't. Look, I got very lucky with that one.
oh, okay. I just
Yeah,
want to
long
make
as she
sure.
sits with me,
Oh,
she's
okay.
fine.
Okay. She don't cry when she on the plane, do she?
Oh no, she's so used to it.
Oh, okay. So do you go around to schools or clubs or visit hospitals and take her or
I don't. I do go to clubs when I'm performing.
uh-huh.
Yeah, so I have her when I'm out at the club. But that's mainly where, when I'm performing, you'll definitely
Uh-huh.
see her.
Right.
Yeah, so
Right.
she's like on stage with me. So definitely when I'm performing, you will definitely see her. Or
Oh,
doing
okay.
things like this, being on the radio,
Right.
podcast, you'll definitely see her.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so she looked like she's trying to say something. I don't know, but
If
if
she
she
start talking, I'm gonna have to end this.
oh yeah. Yeah, because we don't know what she might be saying.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah,
good to be able to have you on the show. So, because like I said, and parents can, share this with their kids, with their teens, so that they can get motivated to look at things like put down the gun and pick up become a ventriloquist, or create a doll show, you know, put down the gun and pick up a book and read to your doll, you know.
yeah. We
You get-
definitely want to promote positivity. Yeah, we
Yeah.
definitely don't want the teens out here, in gun violence, and it's just so much, out here in the community that
Mm,
we would like for the kids to be more involved in.
yeah.
And if I can help, I definitely will be helped. You can always reach out to me on the Real Bride 757. That's the Real Bride 757 on all social media. And you can
Okay.
also contact me through my website, which is bridalgangentertainment.net. Again,
Okay.
that's bridalgangentertainment.net. And that way you can keep up with, my videos, what I have going on,
Hmm.
my projects, my music, my videos, my EPK, my, everything about Bride is listed for you. My store, shout out to my
Okay.
store. Oh my gosh. The creator of my website, LV, the LV team, I really love them. They're awesome. My magazine cover, I was on the front page of a magazine. It was
Oh,
totally,
okay.
totally awesome. So if you log onto my website, you can definitely see it
Okay.
on the front page along with my interview. It was so, so awesome. Um, and it's just been a great experience. Everybody who's been with me since day one, and those who are wanting to know me now. So I'm
Okay.
just appreciative of everyone who's supporting me. And again, we're gonna go to the top.
No doubt. No doubt. It's all in what it's all in the way you think. And as long as you think
Absolutely. And being involved in the community. Let me just,
yeah. Yeah.
emphasize that. I'm
Yeah.
also a community leader. So I'm always out, meeting new businesses. I'm helping them promote their business, and I'm always spreading awareness, which I think is very, very, very important, that we, come together collectively and be able to spread the word of what's going on, because there's so many people that I've met who's doing so much in the community. And I'm so grateful to be a part of their team,
Mhm.
volunteering and just spreading awareness of what's going on so they can actually have, further success of what they're already doing. So shout out to all the businesses that I've met. And if anybody knows any businesses or anything like that, I'm always spreading the flyers. I know there's a lot of back to school events for this month. I just love helping people, especially those that help me. So it's just a team thing. So
Yeah.
I'm very grateful.
Oh, no doubt. Will, talk to you later. I know some other people that's doing things, and you know, that I try to connect people with organizations. I do know a lot of organizations.
Yeah.
I'm on Facebook, so I got a large following in different nonprofits and community organizations that's doing things in the
Yeah.
community. So
And it's very important. It's just spreading awareness. As long as people know about it, they'll come out and support.
yeah, yeah. You know, I mean, I was speaking to one of my other friends. We were working on trying to put together a small project for young people, for the middle schools or high school people. You
Right.
know, it's just a really, getting people connected to talk. Like I tell, when I do go down to city council and speak, and I don't get into politics. And I don't get into this racial thing, black and white. There's no such thing as a black person. There's no such thing as a white person. That's
Right.
that's white supremacy. So let's get it. Let's give it the color. Let me give it the recognition that it is. I'm not mad with white people. Like I keep trying to tell people, I got white people in my family. My great grandfather was a white man. So I don't get into. I go down to when we have a family reunion down in North Carolina. There's white people there, and they'll be like, "Well, those your cousins." What? Oh yeah. Oh, okay. As long as they don't break out no chain, I'm cool with it, And they don't lock me up, Get out of Dodge,
Yeah.
buddy. When the sun sets, you better be on your way before the sun go down, you know, because this is the way this area is. It used to be back in the day, and still in some parts of the Eastern Shores like that. You don't want to go there speeding. Go down one of them back roads, you in trouble. You
But yeah,
know,
I also want to say thank you also for playing my music. It means a lot.
yeah.
Um, That's Me is pretty much an introductory song about who I am.
Okay.
So that's definitely a popular one. It's been played on several radio stations. Shout out DJ Jack of Spades.
Hmm.
Um, from 103 Jams. My song's been played, and again, shout out to you and everyone else who's been, supporting my music. You can find
Right.
it on all streaming platforms.
Yeah.
It's
This
my
is
time,
your
my
song
time.
right
Hey,
here.
it's my time. Middle class shit, yeah, I'm coming up. Ratchet get I had enough. Broke, the wood. Hops in my Benz, about to pull up. Girls need a role model, show up. He want this, yeah, hold up. I want this, I'm about to fold up. They mad cause bride, but the blue wood. Bride, that's me. Wife material, that's me. Slim class queen, that's me. Big green carrots, that's me. Big house, Benz, that's me. Open up your eyes, you can see. 2020. Sorry, but your girl never be. Bend it over, bust it open, that's me. Classy chicks is the new. Your magic man keep coming through. He like how this works. All G's like a Gucci purse. You think I'm all that? Right, I'm all that. Can't help what you bitches lack. He say he's dumb, but keep coming back. Too many Birkins on my rack. Stole babies, I'm back. Drop it down, watch it clap. Turn around, get the smack. Bridal game, we stay getting racks. Drama got some no time for that. Watch your mouth, better come correct. BA, we all over the map. Ride, that's me. Wife material, that's me.
Okay, that's all I'm gonna give him today. You got to
Yeah,
buy
you
that
got to
in the
keep
music.
tuning in to the show to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
able
Well,
to hear it.
oh yeah, they can plug it. I can play it on my show, but
That's right.
they got to go to the music platforms and buy it today.
That's right.
you
Yes,
know,
yes. Let's help
we,
run my numbers up, Bridal Gang. You are all a part of the Bridal Gang now.
yes, sir, yes, sir. Man, shout out to one of the gentlemen's, Mr. Hitman Greg. He's down there in he's in Georgia watching,
Hey, how
and
are you? Thank you so much, Mr. Greg.
yeah, hi to the Queen. He's a DJ too.
Oh,
Yeah,
yay.
and
All
he said
right.
networking, no doubt about it. And he said, keep up the awesome work.
Oh, thank you
And
so
that
much.
It's,
I,
it's encouraging, for people to, come on and show some form of love, of expression, because how do you come up with your lyrics? How do you write your music? What's your process?
yeah, so it's just pretty much what I've been through. What I've seen, my family, my friends.
Mhm,
Um, some of it's personal, and some of it, I just create stories. Like my song "Rosie" is an actual story. Everybody loves "Rosie" is a song that I did with my doll, and it's about love.
mhm,
And it was actually like personal, even though I made it a story. It was more so like, especially Tiffany. Everybody knows that, Tiffany was so loyal to Chucky in the movie. And despite everything that she did for him, he did her dirty. And
mhm,
personally, I've been in situations like that too, where I had friendships or relationships in which I was loyal and, they've done me dirty. But she's a representation of, you know, someone, a place that I don't want to go back to in my life.
right.
I want to, get rid of the negativity, stay positive, and, just live my life and be happy. And, you know, it's just great. I think we all, men and women, want that happiness in our lives, so yeah,
Well,
so
I
some
mean,
of it is personal, and then some of it, is a storyline.
okay. I mean, everybody. I mean, when I don't try to put religion on people, but when you read scripture, the only reason Jesus came in the world in the first place was for love. That's what it's all about. Learning to love one another and respecting one another. That's why it should not be about race or color. It should be about you're a human being. You
Right.
know, if you understand that we are a spirit within a body.
That's right.
And when you
Yeah.
look at a person and you start want to tear them apart because she's pretty, he ain't pretty, and she this color, she this race, she this national. Whoa, whoa. When you sit down and eat that food on your plate, you don't say, I don't want those greens because the chicken over here is brown, and I don't want this because the white rice ain't got no yellow butter on it. What are you doing? That means you're finding an excuse instead of than, hey, this is going to nourish my body. If I meet this person, if you're being disrespectful to me, that means I don't have to be. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to be around you. I'm not gonna deal with your negative energy. But if you're talking like we're talking now, and this is the way I talk, ever since I've been a child. I mean, people be like, you know, I be breaking up people fights. I was used to go to New York during the summer, and they be like fighting each other. And I'm like, why? I said, why are you fighting them? He said, because he said something about my mama. I said, I'm standing right here. I didn't hear him say anything. He said that he said it. He said something about, oh, so you didn't hear it. So he's standing right there and told you that he said it, and I'm standing right here, didn't hear it, and you didn't hear it. So why you want to beat him up? Because he said it. He said, because I know he said it. I said, how you know that? I said, watch this. I turned around, I turned my back to him. I said, what am I saying now? And then I turned around and I said, why didn't you answer me? Because I didn't hear you say nothing. You said, that's
Mm.
right. It's like you didn't hear that guy that you want to beat up. You didn't hear him say nothing, but you want to beat him up. Then he said,
Yeah. Yeah. So that goes back to negativity. We don't want that. We just want all positivity. But
yeah,
yeah, with you being so connected to everyone, Captain 85, I hope the DJs that's listening will also play my music. That'll be great. If we can all get connected, just to spread the love in all the states. That's where the goal is. So
right.
shout out to all the DJs that's tuned in, and please reach out to me so I can get my music played.
Oh yeah, we'll work hard trying to get you exposure that you need. Uh, like I tell people, if you can buy everybody else music, and they already millionaires. Why is it that you hating on the people that's right here next door to you? They spending money, they spending time in the studio. They got to pay for that studio time. They got to sit and write just like everybody else. Figure out how to make sure that the lyrics click, got a meaning that you so you can follow them. And she'll pop back on when we're talking over the internet, and sometimes people drop off. But once again, our guest today is the one and only, the young lady, the bride of 757, and she'll be right back in a minute. But while we're waiting on her to get that connection back, I want you to remind you that there's a concert coming up in Portsmouth, and we'll do that right now.
Impact Minds and GG2G presents the Legends and Leaders Benefit Concert featuring the legendary Force MDs. Friday, August 8th from 7 to 10 p.m. at Venue 757, 4582 George Washington Highway in the beautiful city of Portsmouth. The Legends and Leaders Benefit Concert with the legendary Force MDs, along with William T. Stars, Natural Blend, Juanita Wynn and the Core, Raspy Soul, Hope Cherie, and the Beauty Bar Glamour Show. Community leaders, celebrity guest hosts, featured artists, and special guests. Go to Eventbrite, $30 in advance, VIP 50, couples booth 100. A portion of the proceeds will support 4F's biggest back-to-school event. Impact Minds and GG2G presents the Legends and Leaders Benefit Concert, starring the legendary Force MDs, Friday, August 8th from 7 to 10 p.m. at Venue 757, 4582 George Washington Highway in Portsmouth. Get your tickets on Eventbrite. After party at 11. Impact Minds and GG2G presents the Legend Minds and GG.
Oh yeah, is the bride back? Are you back? Okay. Can you hear me?
I think the mic is off.
Oh, it's back on now. Can you hear me now? I just turned it back on. Hello? Let's do something. Hello?
Okay, I can hear you now. Hey.
Oh, okay. It takes a moment. Yeah. I was just running about the event that's coming up in Portsmouth on the 8th over at the Venue 757. You know? So some of those people are, producers and writers that's going to be at that event and concert. And also Sabrina Mann, she's a nonprofit organization as well. So maybe I can introduce her to you as well.
Awesome.
She does
That'd be awesome.
So she does a lot of stuff in the community. I mean, a lot.
Okay.
I don't even think she has a day off. I mean,
oh wow.
That's how many events that she has going on. She got the event going on the day after this event right here. If you're looking for a venue table, the Big 4 back to school event located at the neighborhood facility recreation center on Elm Avenue in Portsmouth, 900 Elm Avenue. And that's the day after the concert.
Okay. Well, shout out to her.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can give you their number later if it's not up here. I don't think I got it. I'll have to give it to you. They are, giving away supplies to the over 500 kids. 500
That's
kids.
That's awesome. Shout out to them and what they're doing in the community. Yeah,
and she just did an event last week, and I think she got another one coming up after the 9th. She got another one coming up. She
sounds like her support system is awesome. So that's fantastic.
Yeah, it's crazy. She's been doing it for years, and I got other people that do things too, ladies that does things that do events and sometimes need volunteers or some type of entertainment. So
okay.
Like I said, I'll try to get you connected with them as well. It's important for everybody to understand is it should never be about just you. God give everybody talents. He give us gifts so that we can work together in the community and work together for one
The
common
flyer is
cause.
still up there, Captain 85. I can't see you.
Oh, you can't see me. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to. I don't
Thanks a
want to
lot.
hide this. I don't want to hide this beautiful face. No,
Yes,
I
well,
just.
shout
I'm.
out to you, Captain 85, for having me.
Yes. Well, it's always it's a pleasure. I've been trying for a couple of weeks. I know you have a busy schedule and
Along
stuff.
with you. So this definitely worked out. And shout out to everybody who got a chance to see me and Tiffany. And, like I said, you guys are now part of the Bridal Gang. You can follow me on all social media at The Real Bride 757. I hope we connect soon.
Oh
We
yeah,
can
we
connect
will.
soon.
Yeah. So it's. I mean, it's things. A lot of activities I'll be working on. It's just a matter of me getting it in play with the other organizations that I work with, and other people that I know that that's working in doing things for the young people and with the entertainment. So you can always reach out to different people, but it takes time because everybody is working and engaging. But the important thing, you never give up on your what you're doing.
Right.
It's a
Absolutely.
need. It's a need to for young ladies to see ladies of your caliber to be able to make fun.
That's right.
Not not always be serious because that's where the bullying come in at. Because kids don't understand is it's okay to have fun and play together, but it's not nice to bully somebody that will cause them to commit suicide or harm themselves. You know,
Absolutely. Yeah, we want to just stay positive and surround yourself around positive people and positivity.
no doubt, no doubt.
All right. Well, thank you so much again.
Yeah. So you're always welcome to come back and you know,
Definitely. And again, this was such a great experience. So thank you so much, Captain 85.
no doubt, no doubt. So, like I said, is I'm not going to hold you any further, but I want you to come back, get a little comfortable. Because sometimes when people, first time we do things, I'm a comedian. I try to make it light. I'm an entertainer. I'm going to try to, make sure I feel the void of not being too serious about things because the way the world is, we're not in control of anything. Only thing we control is when you pray.
That's right.
And then when you do
Okay.
that,
Yep. And we'll connect next time.
yep.
Definitely.
Okay.
All right. Thank
All
you
right.
so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Hey
Bye,
Tiff.
guys.
Hey Tiff. What up? Can I can I get a shout out, Tiff? Can I get a shout out?
Shout out. All right.
All right,
Thanks,
bye bye.
guys.
All right. Yep. That's Tiffany coming here trying to take over my show. But I want to thank the bride of the 757 for coming on and enjoying a moment to be able to let people know what she's doing and keep up the good work. Because it's good work when you're doing something positive, and we don't always can satisfy everybody palate in our conversations, but what we have to do is learn how to overcome the negativity in our conversations. Hatred is one thing that we have so much in the world today that we always have to bring it up at some point. Why? Why me? Because somebody has to do it. We always have to make sure that our um, our community can survive together. We're on a planet. We ain't got we ain't, we don't have no rocket ship. We ain't gonna be able to get off. You know, so we have to be careful of how we uh, see things, how we engage with people, how we talk about people, and let people know that we love them. There's nothing wrong with being different. We all are different. That's why the word love is the most powerful word on the planet. Love is the most powerful weapon on the planet. And you'll say, why is that? Because it's about love. See, when we look at love today, we're looking at how sexy you look. Only thing we can look at a female like, you know, man, I'm in love. You don't even know her name, but you're in love. We have to let our young people recognize and be identified to let them know the word love is something that you feel. That is something in your heart, in your spirit. And when you love someone, you don't hurt them because love is not supposed to hurt. Love is for healing. Love is for understanding that we all are human beings, regardless of what race, nationality, creed, or color. Love is what God gave us to accomplish things on planet. That's why his son came in the world in the first place, to bring love back. And we have to continue to work hard to bring love back for our youth, our community. It doesn't matter, when it comes to every child wants to be loved. That's it. That's it. And we should protect them at all costs. And this young lady right here is the same person here, Serena Mann. She's been working with youth because she has a daycare center. And the first pictures when I met those youths, which are now about, I think she said they're 16 and 17 years old. And Serena Mann has been dedicated to the community in Portsmouth, working throughout the 757, Chesapeake, Norfolk, and other areas. But one thing for sure, she is dedicated in doing what she put her mind to. And that's why I always try to make sure I can get her on the show and bring her on as well. I don't know if she's available today because every time I call her, she's always doing something, and I didn't get an opportunity to call her today to see what she was able to come on the show. But what I'm going to do is what they call a hit and run. I'm going to do a hit. I'm going to do a hit and see, can I get her on the phone, so she can come in and talk about what she has going on in the 757 next week. I don't know what she's doing today, but I know she's doing something. Matter of fact, I don't know if I can even get this young man. Let me see, can I call him and get him on the phone? Do I have his phone number? He might be busy too. Everybody's busy on a Saturday, locked into doing things, promoting and getting right for next Saturday. And what we like to do is try to make sure that everybody's plugged in so that if there's anything that needs to be answered or need to be talked about, that we can get that.
Well, hello, and thank you for calling.
She's busy as well. Everybody's busy. I can't get nobody on the phone today because it's Saturday, and I know there's probably some activity going on that I overlooked. But I want people to be abreast, and also this young man here, the one and only Virginia Beach 7th District City Councilman Cash Green. And I want to thank him as well for all he's trying to do in the Virginia Beach area and in the other areas of the Hampton Roads, and trying to bring people together for a common cause. And that cause is unity in the community. And it's about everybody banding together for the common cause. And that's what I believe in. I believe that when you're talking and serving the community, that everybody should be respectful to everybody, and if you can't get that at Virginia Beach, this is his city where he's on city council. And this young man right here last week ended his 2-week partnership with the city of Virginia Beach District 7 Camp Week. First time done in Virginia Beach for youth of all ages. From July the 7th to the 11th, he had 8 and 12 years old, which I did go down and cover that kind of extensively took pictures and videos. And I'm telling you right now, those young people down there, 8 and 12 years old, they was shooting 3-pointers and making it. 3-pointers and making it. And that was because of the NBA legend. I'm talking about the one and only Joe Smith. That's right, Joe Smith, and a Virginia Hall of Famer inductee. So what we try to do is bring information to the community and let you know for your young people. And we hoping that this camp next year be much bigger. This was the first year for it. And last week wrapped up the camp for the 13 and 18-year-olds. And I also went down there right along with my co-host and the one and only Simply C podcast on Instagram. So check her out as well. She took pictures and videos and posted them on Instagram. But Joe Smith, we did get a picture together when right here, and he tried to show me up because I know he was standing on something. He trying to pretend that I'm 5'9". I ain't gonna talk about it no more. But that's how he get the big bucks because nobody wanted me to be on no football team. That's okay. I'm coming for you, Joe. It's gonna be a 1-on-1, me and you, 2 shooters. You know what the game is, basketball. I'm gonna just get me some tennis. As soon as I can afford a pair of tennis shoes, I'm calling you out. I'm gonna meet you at the court. That's right. 3-pointers. Well, he's a nice guy. He invited me down. I went down to cover it, and hopefully next week I have his one of the person that works with him to be on the show talking about what he's trying to do with the youth about computers. So we have people that's working in the community, and what I try to do is make sure that everything that comes my way or anything that I run across, I invite those people to the show. Keep up the good work, brother. Thank you for being a part of the show today, Mr. Hit Man. I forgot I was in Georgia when I met you, and you told me you was from Florida. I don't know why. I got to find out what part of Georgia you in. I mean, what part of Florida you in, because you're in BT in the same city now. I mean, the same state. I don't know if you're in the same city or not, but, it's always a pleasure to keep abreast, and let people be aware that teamwork make a dream work. And that's all we try to do over here at the Best That is 757. I bring people from all over because it's all about the youth. And that's Simply C right there, And like I said, it's all about bringing things about so that we can achieve a goal in our future generation. And this is what I'm talking about. Our history. This is not my picture. This is courtesy of Men of Vision. The Men of Vision is on Facebook, and I use that from their Facebook page to demonstrate our history, the many scholars, the many historians, and all our ancestors that came about, and did great things that got us where we are today. We sometimes think that we made it on our own, and we didn't. God put everybody in place so that we can do better, and that's why I continue to do what I do, because he blessed me to have a son who is also a comedian.
Y'all calling me Unc in the comment section is crazy. But I remember growing up, like in middle school or high school, like you wouldn't even get a girl's number if you didn't have an iPhone. You texted a girl and a green bubble popped up, you got blocked like the next day. Now that I've grown up, I realized how dumb and superficial that stuff was. The most prominent time I remember, I used to go to the skating rink a lot. I was helping this one really cute girl. I taught her how to skate backwards. She was impressed by the moves, and by the end of the night, she was basically hinting at me to make the next move, and I completely froze. I told her I'll be right back. I went to go change my skates into my shoes, and I left out the back exit, and she was waiting for me the entire time. And then I swear from that moment on, she didn't like she hated me. And what's awkward is that the only reason why I didn't even try to interact with her is because at the current time I didn't have a phone. I had to use my mom's phone if I wanted to text or call anybody. I didn't want to get clowned for trying to pick up a girl using my mom's phone.
Yeah, that's Alex the Comic, right here on the Best of the 757 Community Talk Show. Like I said before, we try to bring information so that we can show young people that you can do the same thing. Nothing is easy. But what I did is, as a DJ, and I always had my one set in my house, always set up. And then when I come home to practice, to listen to music, try a new mix, because I used to record. I do some recordings now, but everything now it's on your phone. So I just listen to music on my phone. And like I said, tell people, if you think you can beat me, we can go in the club anywhere you want. And I can play music from all gyros. And I don't have to repeat a song. I don't have to repeat a song. But what I can do is I can play more music in 1 hour than you will play while you're mixing. And that's live, because it's a frequency. I study patterns of frequencies and listen to the words and make sure that the music is complementary to the next song coming up or the song before. You should be able to reach and touch your audience, because the artist is creating a formula that you can identify with the music that you like and enjoy other music that you never heard. And that's why it's called entertainment. Music has to enter your ear. When it enters your ear, it also is processed by your brain, especially when you never heard it before. But a lot of music you already heard. So when you do hear it, you have some chemistry with it, with the artist, with the way he sound, the way he's rapping, singing, spoken word, or whatever he might be doing to entertain you, so you can enjoy it. But what we must show our generation today, that we have to do better with each other. We have to be able to compromise and let each other know that, hey, if we can come together, and we can come together to do better, and that is the key point to whatever you're trying to do in life. Getting with a team, getting with a group that want to do positive things. And if you do positive things, then it will work out. All this anger, what are you doing? You're destroying your life. You can't sit around and always point fingers when you look, as the great legend himself, Michael Jackson, says, the man in the mirror. It's the man in the mirror that we sometimes won't take responsibility for. We have to take responsibility. We shouldn't be hating people. Yeah, I know, sometimes I get on people's nerves. And then when I think about it, if I see them again, I go back and apologize. Why? Because, I've been feeling good. How would they know? How would they know what I'm going through? Emotionally, spiritually, physically, mentally. You got so many things going on in your life, so many situations that affects you, your body, that people don't sometimes understand. You're taking on somebody else's responsibility. When you take on other people's responsibility, then what happens is you lose sight that that person is a human being. That person needs maybe some understanding too. And for those that got the Apple, if you have Apple products, especially the iPhone, iPad, and even the computer. You can download this app right here. It's free in the App Store. In the Apple Store, this is for your Apple phone. Any Apple electronics. Download it and listen to music of WBDM. This is for my radio station, so that people can get familiar with the artists from the 757. I play a lot of 757 artists and try to help them bridge their road to success. In order to do that, it takes a village. It takes everybody in the 757. You know, if you got 99 cents, you can buy an EP from an artist if you like them, to support them, and tell your friends to do the same. So when you do that, you are encouraging them to do positive things. To do positive things. And if we can come together and show our strength in numbers, you will see a big change in the community. Because people won't have to walk around with a gun, illegal, committing crimes, and go to jail. That's the pipeline to prison. And I try to explain it in common sense form. But with this app here, we can create platforms for other people to showcase their music. We can create a platform to listen, do contests and everything, to engage them, to let them know that you're never going to be alone when you become a part of the WBDM family, Bond Digital Media. You're not going to be alone. We're going to reach out, work with you, introduce you to celebrities, and coming real soon, The Real Adventures of Captain 85. That's one of the books that I have. And we'll be launching the Captain 85 soon. Coloring book. That right there is the coloring book. It's different stories for young people and adults to color and read, and other things to come along with that, that I'll let you know when it's available to purchase, and different things. We're going to be doing activities, and soon, like I said, it's about our youth. It's about protecting the next generation. I've been developing this ever since the 60s. I've been developing Captain 85 ever since the 60s. So my dream is everybody's can be a Captain 85. Everybody. Surround yourself with positive people. Surround yourself. Learn what going to church is. Learn. It's not about just religion. Anything you do, so you can understand what the word religion means. Religion is anything you do on a daily basis. That's what religion is. If you eat, that's a religion. If you eat lunch at 12, that's a religion. Ain't nothing you do that's not a religion. If you wash your car every Saturday at 3 o'clock, that's a religion. It's what you do with your time. If you carry a gun every day, it becomes a religion. That's why you can't put it down. You can't put it down. I'm not here to preach. I'm here to get you to understand is that if you put that gun down, when I look at this drawing right here, this picture, see in the picture, it looked like they might be praising God. But which one is praising God and which one is not? Which one is praising God and which one is not? Because there's three people in that picture not praising God. They got their hands up because they've been accused of doing something wrong. Look at their stand. See, as an artist, when you begin to learn how to paint, you begin also how to read what a picture is saying. Because the one on will be on the left, he's praying. He's saying thank you because his head is tilted back. The other three is like, I'm caught. I'm busted. It can be interpreted any way. But like I keep trying to tell you, art is in the eye of the beholder. What I see is one thing, and what you might see is another. But one thing for sure, unless you're at a basketball game or a football game, people just don't stand around with their hands up like that. We have to educate our young people and let them know that the only way we're going to do anything is until we come together and stop the madness. And that madness is gun violence. Because that's what that book right there stands for. And as Snoop Doggy Dogg presents the book of love. Because God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son so that you and I would have a chance for everlasting life. This year's, it's been tragic. Last year was tragic. Last year, I lost my youngest daughter. That's Shonda. She was my youngest daughter. I lost her last year. And I'm still working on things with that so that nobody can go and lose a daughter and not no one know. I love my daughter just like she loved me. Just like other parents have daughters and sons that they love and they love them. Last in June, I lost my first wife that I was married to. We have been divorced for 15 years now. But she passed away. And ironically, I called my son who stays in Florida. And he said his 4-year-old daughter saying, Dad, I just spoke with Grandma. And she said she's doing all right in the place she at now. And she's only 4 years old. See how God works. For him to tell me that his 4-year-old daughter told him his mother that she was talking to his mother in the room. And she said, she's okay. She's in a better place. See, you don't know how God works. God works in mysterious ways. It's for the man to wonder why he does. But remember this. Love yourself for who you are. Don't hate yourself for what others want you to be. For in the long run, you'll be the winner. Until Tuesday with another guest. And don't forget, this concert goes down in Portsmouth next Friday, venue 757. Force MDs, host of national recording artists, will be there. And I, as a leader in the community, right along with Cash Green of Virginia Beach, will be in the building as well. Thank y'all so much, and pass this on to your friends and neighbors. Until next time, this is Captain 85. Thank you so much for listening, and please share.